Right, so I'm going to throw me off now.
You can start as many
We are here with a special one today. My client is actually my granddad, but he's got a good set of hair. So, and I've been away most of the summer, so I've not looked after him like I normally do, which means he's well overdue this haircut. As you can see, he's got this all sticking out here and around here. I'm down from jackrabbits, by the way. Do I need to say that anymore? Maybe I do. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck in. We're going to do mainly a hand cut on my granddad today. And we'll do a little bit of clipper work, I think, just around the very edges to taper it all out, especially around these sideburns. And from the back area here, you can see how much it's kicking out and how much of a bit of a mullet he's got going on. So we want to tidy all that up, and I will probably be blending it out up to that magical obstetrical bone before hand cutting the rest of it.
Why don't you just do a mullet?
What's still what?
A mullet.
A mullet. Should we keep a mullet? Old school. I reckon my granddad probably once upon a time wore a mullet. I'm not going to get my granddad washed today. I know he normally washes hair and it's a little bit sensitive on his old little neck, so we're going to just spray him down, which is not true practice of jackrabbits. We like to shampoo all our clients, but we'll make exceptions, especially with the older clientele who can't quite relax in the basin very easily. The reason I don't like doing spray down haircuts is that you can generally not get it that wet right underneath the hair, and to get really good tension on your haircuts, especially hand cuts, you need the hair really soaking wet. So we kind of drown them out a little bit now. And we're going to, by the way, we're going to go with a little bit of a quiff style. We're going to take a lot of the length off the top bit there, but going to have a bit of a quiff going over and a bit of a classic scissor cut haircut. So we're going to start where the natural parting line is anyway. We've been keeping it on this side, well, for years now, which naturally likes to part on this side. Sometimes some clients, you can't find the natural parting line, or we had a little bit of a mess around. Sometimes it went higher, sometimes it went lower, but we've got a sweet spot now where it works. This bit always kicks out, so I'm wary that I'm not going to, where I'm going to take it quite short up here. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to section out. I'm focusing mainly on the front bit, and I'm going to focus on the back area here. So I'm just going to take one section here, draw a line, take my other section, pinch it, pick it up, bring it, my fingers in, and really good tension. I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to bring it out to about, making sure my client's head is very still, but I'm going to bring it out with good tension to about here to make my initial first cut, tapering down a little bit towards the bottom of my fingers. I tend to not go any lower than my knuckles here because I can't get very good tension on there. I've only done one section so far. I'm going to pick up half of that section and go and pick up another part of sectioning so that I've got my guide now. And as we can see, my guide is there. And I'm going to cut to my guide. Hand cuts and scissor cuts are all good because it's all about cutting to your guide. I'm slowing down, and I'm doing this for the amazing Beardbrand YouTube channel so that you guys can see a little bit slower what we're doing. Normally I'll be working a bit quicker than this. I know where I'm picking up, but I want to show you. There's my section, or there's my guide, there's my section, and I'm going to just scissor cut to my guide. I really, really love scissor cuts. I think they are the fundamental, best part about barbering is how to do a really nice scissor cut, because they're classic, they're timeless, they don't go out of fashion, don't go out of style. Guys look great with it. So all I did there was push the hair forward, and I'm going to probably even tidy this up again later. This is just me getting my bulk off right now. So that's that first bit done. Next bit, we're going to just start going back towards the round of the head at the back area. So all you guys that like to do skin fades and like to get really nice and tight and short, you normally notice that around this area here is a nice little indent most of the time on people's heads, which is really hard to fade out, really hard to blend. And it's no different when you come into a hand cut. You almost need to pay attention. There's my guide. That I'm almost going to pull it out a little bit more and let it sit a little bit longer around the back areas here. Just pull it out at a 90 degrees angle. Oh, this bulk. Is it? So right now, I'm smashing through this. This is just bulk cutting. I'm not doing much refining here. We just want to get as much of that hair off as possible to get the shape, initial shape in. Some guys like to use clippers to bulk cut it all off. I'm just going straight through my scissors. So what I'm doing here actually, this is a nice little technique which my mentor Nicholas taught me how to do this bit. Generally you tend to get this heavy line that sits through the hair here. So when I get to this bit, oh sorry Carlos, I'm going to section my hair. Let's do it properly, officially. Section it, and there's that little bit there, but if I just then bring my hands up, I've then exposed this little area up here to cut to this guide, and that would just make it sit a little bit more blended and a little bit nicer. So as you see, I've just sectioned up. Got this little area here which is kind of hard to see or to get to, but if I just pull my hands up a little bit more, I can take and nibble off that little area. It's only a smidge up there. It's a nice technique to get a good little bit of blend. You can see it a lot on this back area here. You can see where it's heavy. I want to get rid of that. Section up. And then I'm just going to lift up and just see that and cut to that line there. And as you can see, it just naturally, straight away, blends out. Right, I'm going to blow dry before we do any more. Does that mean I've got to change my name to Mahesh now? Yeah. There is only one Mahesh. So what I'm doing now is just a little bit of scissor over comb to taper out the very bottom edges of this haircut. And that means it'll just taper down. Hey Kerry, you alright?
Yeah, how are you?
Good, thank you. And I'm just going up with literally scissor over comb, and I want to be pulling out at an angle, so I'm kind of going in nice and tight here. And as I'm coming up, I'm coming a bit more out because I don't want to be cutting lots of this top area here. I'm just tapering down. I want to keep some of the length and weight here with the haircut. Ears are sometimes an issue, so what we can do is, Grandad, just get your hand and just get your client's hand to pull your ear down for me.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Just use your client's hand to help you get underneath there. You know, we're not octopuses, we can't do a million things. It means that I can just refine and tighten up. And relax, that's okay. Just going to taper up the neck. If you feel that there is so much, all these little bits of hair around here, you can pick up most of it with the scissors. But just around the neckline here, I like to get some trimmers and just really sharpen up this. Especially in a busy barber shop, sometimes on a scissor cut, you still got to use the trimmers around here. Two different options.
All right, I'll give you a call back then and we can talk properly about what you do there. All the best, thanks, Tom.
This side I'm just going to remove a lot of the bulk because it is so weighty and heavy. So I'm just using my thinning shears. Isn't it great to be at this age and have so much hair that you're able to thin it out? Pure natural colour. I can still do it coming in a little bit more. This side, I'm just mainly floating with it. I'm just taking off the very edges to soften it out, soften it up, take some of that weight out. This area here, because this left side is so much thicker, I want to take out a bit more of the weight from it. And then by reducing that, it almost makes it look less thin on the thinner patches as well, because we're almost silhouette barbering here, where we're making an illusion that these thicker areas are actually thinner, so that it all blends in a bit better. If you've got really heavy, thick patches, and then you've got sort of slightly thinner patches, then you're going to obviously make the thinner patches look even thinner. So by just taking away a little bit of the weight from the thicker areas, you're creating a silhouette and an illusion that all the hair is just one thickness. It's my way of thinking of it anyway, my school of thought. Perhaps others have different schools of thought, but for me it works. My haircuts, works my gents, makes them feel a bit better, that it looks more even. Coming up here, nice little bit of quiff. Gonna check in the mirror, make sure that's looking nice and tidy, which it is. So next stage we'll get a bit of product in here, do his eyebrows, do his nose, and we'll be good. Just going to use a little bit of Jack Rabbit's matte mineral water-based clay, because naturally it sits quite well anyway. We just want to enhance it. We don't want to get it too slicked, we don't want to get it too shiny. Just nice natural hold and finish to it. I'm just going to smooth it all over the top of the hair, get it all in the back and sides, and in the quiff at the front. Because once we've loaded up with products, I can go in with my comb, add a little bit of hairspray, and that's what finishes it off nicely to get all those little stragglers. So my last little bit of finishing off, styling it, just going to go over with a bit of hairspray, pop through my nice wide tooth comb to really see the texture. Don't want to overcake it. Sometimes some guys, you can just spray it up in the air, let it fall down on the head. I like to use a hairspray that is not going to make it too crispy. It's still going to give it a natural feel and finish, so the silhouette's a good one for that. What you can do when you put the hairspray is you can put a little bit of your blow dry heat to heat it up and let it set, or let it set naturally. But I like this look. Looks a lot cleaner, a lot sharper. Nice, classic, traditional. Nice. It's a good one. I could just comb it all day, but we've got to wrap it up, let it sit in its place, and we're good to go. Are you happy?
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you, my mum.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this video. Beardbrand has launched a private community called The Alliance. It's for men who are looking to invest in themselves and who are looking to keep on growing. Click the link over there and come join us, or stick around and watch some more awesome videos.